What's up, guys, and welcome to Darren's Dojo. Today, I will be, well, as it says in the title, sorting out my Lego collection. Well, sort of, at least. Tried to think of what to put as a title or video name, whatever you want to call it. I decided to put that. Hello, David Lego Lab. How are you? Well, the first thing I will do, which isn't actually sorting, is I ordered something on eBay, which was this. Hello, BrookMotion81. I ordered this on eBay. I'm going to open it up for fun, not for fun, but I ordered it for a mock, but I think I don't know if I'm actually going to use it for a mock or not. If you're watching, can you leave a like on the stream so that you're enjoying it, and also I appreciate likes. I can't get this open, but the real struggle of opening a Lego packet. Oh Jesus, head roll away. I missed out on this magazine, so I thought I'd get it. I'll get the minifigure. Try and work out how you build it. For some reason it comes with a black Scorpion? Yeah, Scorpion. Not really sure exactly why. If you have any questions you'd like to ask away, because otherwise I'll be sorting and this stream won't be the most interesting thing you've ever seen. Well, to be honest, in my opinion, I thought the Stone Army were interesting, but not the most interesting villains I've ever seen. In my opinion, there'd probably be. I'd rather we saw snakes more. But anyway, as I said, BrookMotion81, I'm guessing you're the person who's watching. If you have any questions you just randomly think of, let me know. By sorting, I'm not really sure how I'll be sorting, but there were some of the strongest. Yeah, I guess they were about as interesting, but I mean, I wasn't really a big fan of them, in my opinion, anyway. BrookMotion81, I know you'd understand this. It's a work in progress. I'm then guessing you know, so it's sort of linked to what you said. I just need to get a hat, and then I have Vinny from NGTV News. Yep, I'd put him there because. So, is there anything you'd like to see of my Lego collection, or any? As I said it again, I know I keep repeating it, but any questions, or just any things in general that I don't. I'll probably try and sort out. What can I sort out? Could do. We could build some minifigures. That'd be quite interesting, I guess. Well, Gail Mean was just sort of. I'm not really a meme person, so I just sort of don't really pay much attention to memes. So what we could do now, BrookMotion81, as you are the one person here, we can build some minifigures. You can build a minifigure at least. Sort of like, well, basically just either one that I could use in a series or one that looks like something similar. So we have heads. I don't know if I have the parts for. I don't have any pink, like. I don't really think I have any things that work for Gale. I don't know if like any really brown female hair pieces. I don't have many torsos. Like I don't really have any pink torsos apart from one I'm using. Something else. So unfortunately I can't make a custom Gale, but I'll sort of give you an overview of the parts. Here we have the heads. I know some of them are hard to see, but these are the heads. This is like a Chima bear head or something. These are the torsos, no arms, and plain legs, hands, arms, printed legs, hair, hats, armor, masks and stuff like that, helmet, feet things, capes and bags. One thing I will do, because this thing I forgot to do, unfortunately, I also can't make a custom, don't think anything custom versions of, I don't have the right hair pieces. I did make a custom, or sort of custom, I ordered the head and hair, and then just used other pieces of hair to make Ed Walker. What do you think of Ed? That's just sort of, I used the head and hair piece and then gave him, Owen Wilson? I can't remember his name, but the one who played the same man who voices Emmett. But, like I did make just custom sort of casual. I made custom casual Kai. It's not the most interesting thing. I just didn't really have a torso for him, but what's his name? I actually used that hair piece or headpiece of my only figure to make a custom Jedi. But I have this sort of prison cull, just to sort of go with the Kryptonian prison set. They need to, I think, have versions of, but I do have I think I do have the head and hair piece for Nia, so you can, but I don't really have any torsos that sort of fit Nia, so it's like, I'm not entirely sure what to, wait, HOT, that's true, we haven't seen them since then, but I guess there sort of hasn't been a reason for them to be there. What I'll do is just random minifigures that I put together, because I'm thinking of like, because they're just sort of selling them, but because I have piece parts already not most interesting as this one. Which I guess is sort of the headpiece for, I guess that's actually sort of the headpiece for Gail Gossett. So I think I might just take as many figures apart to sort them out. But the one thing is, I feel sorry for Cole, or at least felt sorry for Cole when he was not frozen. But I mean, he one of his dad's alive, but I mean his mum is dead, which is sort of sad. But I guess the other thing about sort of feel sorry for Jay, even though he does have adopted parents, he doesn't have his actual parents. Which I guess is sort of sad. But then again, it's only Lego, so if you think about that. Well, not all the ninja, because Kai has his parents, and so does Nia, obviously. Zane only really had a dad, and obviously he died, but Jay has adopted parents. We never actually knew about his other parents before. Cole just, like, one of his parents is still alive, the other one died. And that's that it. Yeah. Yeah, it's all a ninja. Well, Lloyd, parents are still alive, so I guess technically, he's the only one to actually. Well, because mum didn't. Well, his mum came back though, so technically, Misako. Don't know where Misako is, but Misako, however Rue says it. Technically, I'm sure she came back. Don't know where she is now, but I mean. Oh, I hate coughing. I'll just keep the guy together because I think this is basically the original minifigure anyway. But do you have any questions related to my Lego collection or anything like that? Well, I guess Hunted was only last season, so can't really be too mad. But I know you're playing the same thing, but do you have any questions? Because otherwise it's not going to be most interesting of streams. And I don't like not interesting streams. Well, that's probably an easy question. Sort of easy question because I have one of the sets, but that's not my favourite. Like the Golden Dragon is awesome, but it's not my favourite. My favourite, purely because of the build, one single build in the set. My favourite set is what do you call it? Cole's Earth Driller, because I really, really, really like the Giant Stone Warrior. I've been waiting since I bought the Kryptarian Prism set for them to release an actual Giant Stone Warrior. And now they have, which is good. So otherwise it'd be like be waiting ages for an actual. Well, everyone was trying to make custom ones. I know I can't remember who it was, but I saw someone that they used like as something from Wonder Woman set. Yes, I'm excited for the next episode of your March of the Oni series. Season, whatever you want to call it. I enjoyed the last episode, so I can't wait to see the next one. Is there anything you particularly want to see in my Lego collection? One thing I do need to do is change the legs on my custom invisible guy. Interesting. I think you must be in love with Gale Gossip, because everything seems to be Gale and Gale and Gale. Do you remember what colour legs the invisible guy had? Do you remember what colour legs Aesop had in his show at least? Where his name is I can't remember when he disappears. Dark red. Well, that is the thing. I don't have dark red. I have. Well, what one do you think will be best? I'll show you the legs I have. These ones, the red. These are all printed legs, and then we have unprinted legs. Anyone you think would be best for the figure? Plain black. I did have as I said, the Hawkeye legs, which like black with red but I rebuilt that set, as you know, so you can go on the back here, or you can fall over if you want to. Any questions? I don't keep saying any questions, but it's more specific. Any questions about like my Lego collection. If you want to know, is there anything you want to know about my Lego collection, or like do I have any something? Do I have any something else? Anything I'd like to? What set are you getting next? Wow. That's a good question. I don't actually know the answer to that question. For the question, well, technically, it's probably I wouldn't. I would technically say set 71023, which is the Lego Movie 2 minifigure series packs, maybe Harry Potter minifigure series packs, but by actual like big proper sets, it depends really. Because like cause I'm in year 11 at school, on like one of the trips, I think it said to, I don't know if it's not fully confirmed yet, but the options were this water park, which I don't like water parks, I ain't going there, or I think it said Blue Water, which is a shopping centre, and I like in Dartford, I think it's Blue Water anyway, but I do believe that they have a Lego store, but that's in May, so that'll be quite a while, so I think I might save up and try and sell stuff before May, and then maybe buy some minifigure packs, but that's probably it. I don't know, I might have been going to Blue Water, I don't know if the Lego store might not be in Blue Water, I don't really have a clue, but that's sort of probably just a minifigure pack of some sort. I will show you something of my custom Karloff, because I did show it before, but I changed it because I put the Ninjroids back together, and the Ultron minifigure thing, so I use I'm trying to angle this on here. Like his head and face still the same, but it's just the torso I changed to something else. What was your other question? It was top 10 minifigures I own. Well, that is a difficult question. I don't know exactly like the numbers, but I can probably tell you 10 minifigures that I really like. Because there's this one, Sirius Black. Who else? That's a difficult question now. Probably also Captain Rex. Look at my sets. Hang on now. I like Kilo. If you classify that as a big figure, that's okay. It's got to go eat dinner. Fine. I'll just continue sorting, and if you finish and then come back, then I'll be here waiting. Or I'll just build custom minifigs and it'll be recording. So whoever's watching this after will see the actual minifigures, I guess. Who can I make? I wonder what Woo's old Woo, or young Woo even, looks like with Lloyd's hairpiece. Looks cool, but it doesn't really suit him that much. But it's just like when I make minifigures, it's sort of the process of when I make minifigures. I sort of just think, wow, am I thinking of making something? Or is it just a piece that I want put together? And stuff like that, really. For example, these three I made recently. There's this guy who's like a just sort of like weird green guys, and it's like that's a sort of theme of green. So this guy, I'm not sure if he's a leader or not, but I haven't really come to that yet. Next to Knight's head. I'm trying to go for like thing of grey and green. And then you have just like female minifigures using the Lloyd 2 masterpieces. And the one which is sort of like it's like a stone warrior, because I don't know. I could use some of the parts for other bits, like from the, because I've got a minifigure from the Cryptarian prison before I actually got the Cryptarian prison set. So I take parts apart. It's sort of just like he's been like sort of greenified and powered by his green thing. I'm not sure what this green thing would be, but basically that's the whole idea. And I have always thought about like doing like other custom minifigures, like there's characters I sort of made, for example Hutchins. I don't have the actual Hutchins, so I just used parts I had. And I came up with this, which sort of looks accurate, to at least when you had to helmet off. Who else have I made custom? Technically I've made this one custom, which was using a like one of the Ninjago sort of black torso and leg things, robes. And then I gave him Wu's staff, and then he's also used Wu's hair. But then he's a young face. He did have short legs, so I had to change it around. And it was like so that's what it was like. So it's basically, it was meant to be like Lloyd and Hirumi's son, but he did have short legs. I'm gonna like try and get more short legs. I only actually have, well, the only ones I have are on minifigures or on a custom minifigure. I could always put the like what do you call it? I could put Wu's head back on, so it would sort of be different, but I sort of prefer it how it is. Another thing that's sort of custom is like this one, because I used a headpiece for the minifigure I just showed you, so I used the Mononexonites headpieces, sort of works. And when I got this minifigure, it didn't have the horns at the back, so I just used orange horns because it was more like fire, and that was sort of my whole idea of that. Like I do make a lot of custom I've made some custom Star Wars minifigures, and what I used to do when they released all like the Sons of Galmadon minifigures in the magazine, basically got loads of them, and then sort of like a headpiece, a hairpiece. Is that one there? And there's this one. Then you have this one. Like some of them are based on actual ones that appeared in the show, and others are just ones that they probably would have, or ones they've made just for fun. Do some other minifigures like sort of custom is this Hagrid. I lost the original head piece, so it's the original Hagrid. So I took apart a DJ minifigure and then gave him that head. So once you put it on, you sort of looks like Hagrid. And then I made custom Jedi. Here's another Sons of Garmadon. Like I really want to shoot, I know it says the video is sorting on the Lego collection, but I really need to get more shelves so I can display all the minifigures properly. Like, I also need to get things to display them on. For example, there's this Chima Warriors. Like, if I think the minifigure's cool, I keep it together. But if it's just another minifigure, and if it's not in a set I'm displaying, I'm more than likely just gonna take minifigure apart and use it for parts. That just sort of depends, as I said, on whether or not I actually like the minifigure. Because or minifigure don't have a set, I don't know what a set is. For example, like, a lot of the minifigure torsos and stuff are from police and prisoners, because I don't really use that, I have no need for them. So I just sort of have a lot of them pieces. The most recent sort of custom, or the bit I changed of is this guy. Short focus, I don't know, because there's a lot of minifigures in the background. But this guy just sort of basically, my tip for if you want to make a lot of custom Sons of Gumball members is just get loads of the same figure. Like, which one did I get? I got a lot of. Trying to find the original figures I got. I got several of this one and this one. So I use a lot of their parts for like different things. Like, they have released some like really sort of random names of characters, and the names are sort of a bit just sort of generic or cheesy, I guess you could say, not generic. Because like the one who has a chainsaw is called Sawyer, and then you have like one I haven't actually got, which I sort of tried to make basically. This one, I didn't get the actual minifigure, but I basically had the same headpiece. I just didn't have the shield, and it's basically buffer gonna make you suffer. That's basically, I don't say basically a lot, but in like Lego magazines, you either get things you can use for army builders or something else. Because I got one recently with probably the most recent magazine I actually got, which was Lego, Ninjago was which might be the most recent one I got, but I got one before that. I can't remember what his name was, but it was like Dragon Hunter had a jetpack and then like a helmet and stuff like that. So what I did instead was, because I got the Jet Jack from the one of the ones before, I gave Jet Jack the jetpack, and then just sort of changed a bit on the other minifigure, so it looks like this. I was only able to get one of them, so it's a bit annoying, but I guess it's also like quite expensive to get them. But this is the Jet Jack with the jetpack that came with the other one. I didn't actually. Did I get any of the actual sets of this theme or of the theme season? I don't think I actually did get any of the hunted sets. Well, actually, no, I did, but it wasn't Dragon Hunters. Actually, no, I did. I did get Dragon Hunter one. I got from like the one before, which was Sons of Garmadon. I got the, what's it called, Lloyd's car thing. Well, it's got an actual name, but I can't think of it. I got Kilo vs Samurai X. I got the Street Racer Snake Jaguar. I got the Junior set. I got like the little bike poly bag. And then the other two I got were like two I got from Hunted were Stormbringer and Throne Showdown, which were product. I think they were all sort of cheaper sets. The other, well, not the cheapest sets because there was the one which came with Jet Jack, which was cheap. I think probably the cheapest set from that wave, but I never actually got around to getting that. I never actually got around to getting one of the Dragonflies even, which was sort of annoying because I might try and get one of them. I don't know, but I think I'm probably more likely to get one of the new spinners. One reason for that is because I prefer the mask pieces. If that makes sense, because if I get the only Legacy Ninja I have, which as you might know is Lloyd, I'm like a big fan of the one piece headpieces because like you just like pull it off and click on again. Unlike the, do I have an example in front of me? Do I? Sorry. Like they, I like also headpieces like not headpieces, hair like yeah, mask pieces. This original J. I like that one. I like this one that came on Cole, but I'm using it for something else currently because I have to put the hairpiece on Cole. This one, I like that one. I just don't like the one they used for the Lego Movie or Lego Ninjago movie, and for Hunted and Sons of Garmadon. I have to go now. Toodles.